Hello everyone, my name is Prashanti. Today let's discuss about input hardware. We use input devices like keyboard, mouse, scanners and other input devices every day, but we don't know much details about them. Let's discuss about input devices in this video. Input device is nothing but a piece of hardware which performs input operation. It takes input from the user. And the common input device is keyboard. Keyboard takes input by typing data into the computer. And it is integrated with desktop computers and notebook computers. It can be wired or wireless. Wireless computers are connected to the computer using Bluetooth and other technologies. And mobile phones have integrated keyboard, which is on-screen keyboard. This figure shows desktop keyboard, where you can see the top row is function keys. Each function key has a specific function to perform, and backspace key erases one character, insert key inserts text, and delete key deletes text or deletes any application. Alphanumeric keys are shown in the middle part of the keyboard, where they are from 1 to 9 and A to Z alphabets. And page up and page down keys, they will move up and down one page. And we have numerical keypad, where you can enter numerical data from numeric keypad. And we have enter key. Enter key is used to enter commands. Arrow keys are used to move the cursor to up, down and as per the arrow. And we have shift key. It produces uppercase letters and symbols. We have space bar. It enters blank space. Control and alternate keys are used with other keys to enter commands. And Windows key, it will open the start menu, and caps lock key will turn all caps on, and tab key is used to move the cursor to the next tab location. So this is the desktop keyboard, and each key has a specific operation to perform. And pointing devices are the input devices where they will move the cursor like they move the on-screen pointer. They are used to select objects and issue commands. There are most common pointing devices. They are mouse and pen stylus. Let's talk about mice and pen. Mouse is used with desktop computers and notebook computers. And mice will be placed in flat surface, where when mouse is moved, you can move the cursor. The movement of the cursor is tracked by the mice using the light. If you see the mice, you can find the light at the bottom of the mice. It tracks the movement of the cursor. When I am moving my cursor around the display screen, it actually tracked by the light at the bottom of the mice. So mice are two different types. It can be either optical mice or laser mice. And we have touch mices. And most are optical or laser mices. And mouse is used to start programs, open, move around the cursor and edit documents, draw and edit images. These are the common operations of mouse, where you can point. When you move the mouse, you can move the mouse like this until you reach the desired position, and click. You just need to press and release the left mouse button, which is on the left side of the mouse. And to scroll the mouse, we have given the wheel. You just need to scroll the wheel so that it will scroll your document. And We have drag and drop operation where you need to hold the left mouse button and you need to drag the object, and you should need to drop the object at the desired position. It is very simple. You just need to place your cursor at the object where you want to drag, and you just need to hold it with left mouse button and drop it. And we have swipe and tap. This is used with touch mouses where you can swipe the surface of the mouse, so it detects your finger. So you can swipe the surface with your fingers to scroll, flip and zoom. It is possible with touch mice. We have another pointing devices are pens or styluses. So these are used to write on the digital screen, like display screen. And these are used to select. These are used with personal computers, smartphones, tablets, and in other devices. So these look like this. In smartphone, you can use the pen or stylus to select and give commands. Even in desktop computers, it is used. And you can also sign. These are signature capturing devices. You have pen. So pens and styluses are used with digital writing, and we use softwares like handwritten recognition softwares when you are using pens or styluses. It is increasingly used in photography and graphic design and animation and document processing. You can write your own notes in the display screen using pens or styluses. So the handwritten recognition softwares will detect your text. Another type of pointing devices are touch screens, where it allows users to touch the screen and give the input. It is also used with consumer kiosks and POS systems. Many are multi-touch, which means when you touch with multiple fingers, it will take the input from multiple fingers. Like it supports multi-touch. It is convenient for most users because when workers working in an industrial area, they cannot use keyboards or mouses. So it is very flexible to work with touch screens. So it is convenient for many users. It is not accessible for blind individuals. And we have another pointing devices as touch screens. They are control buttons, wheels, trackballs, touchpads and gaming devices. Let's see these pointing devices in this picture. So in this picture, a person is working on the tablet by touching the display screen, giving the input. And you can see the touch screen in the desktop computer where he is giving the input by touching the screen. And we have trackballs. It is an alternative to mouse, but many individuals feel it is easier to use than mouse. And we have touchpads in laptops. We usually see touchpads in laptops where you can touch it to give the input. And other input devices are scanners, readers and digital cameras. Scanners and readers, they use to capture data from the source document and input into the computer. We usually see the scanners. We can scan our textbooks, we can scan our documents, our PDF files, or our hard copies to input into the computer. They are commonly optical scanners, and when you give the document input like hard copy, it will store it as a single graphical image. It will capture the image first and then It will input it to the computer and in digital form. As it takes as a graphical image, we cannot edit the document. So we need extra software, which is OCR software. OCR is nothing but optical character recognition software to edit the document. So if your scanner have OCR software, then you can edit the text which you scanned. And we have two types of scanners: flatbed scanner and portable scanners. And we often see flatbed scanners. Portable scanners are used to capture the text while you are scanning. In this figure, you can see flatbed scanners where it takes input photos, sketches, slides, books, pages, textbook, any hard document, any hard copy. You can scan it, and it will store it as a graphical image, and it will give it to computer, which stores in a digital form. And we have portable barcode readers. These are the portable readers where you can read as you are moving the reader. And we have other readers, RFID readers. Let's discuss about them in the next slide. The resolution is nothing but the quality of the scanned images. And the resolution is measured in DPI, which is nothing but dots per inch. And we have barcode readers. Barcode is nothing but the data which is in the form of bars, and each bar differentiates its width and height. And the most common barcodes are UPC labels and ISBN numbers. UPC is nothing but Universal Product Code, where it is a unique code given to a product. When you go to the grocery store, you will find the products, and each product has a unique UPC code. They are scanned using barcode readers. And we have ISBN numbers in the book, and this is how it looks. ISBN is nothing but International Standard Book Number. It is the unique book number given to that book. So you can scan the book ISBN number using barcode scanners. And we have two-dimensional barcodes. They are QR codes. Some of the businesses and organizations, they create custom barcodes. Like they create their barcodes for their products, for their needs. For example, FedEx, UPS and USPS will create their custom barcodes for their packages, and they track their packages using those barcodes. And we have hospitals, researchers, law enforcement, they create custom barcodes. In hospitals, they match patient data with medicine using barcodes. Mobile ticketing. So now everyone is buying tickets through their mobile. We are given with many applications to order tickets for movies, sporting events, concerts, and so on. We have different applications for each. For movies, we have different applications. For sporting events, concerts, we have many applications. The common application for sporting events and concerts is StubHub, where you can buy tickets. And when you buy a ticket, you will get the text message where you will be provided with the link. So when you click on that link, you will be navigated to your ticket page. You can download your ticket. And it is also used in boarding passes. If you see American Airlines, it is the boarding pass. It is a mobile ticket. where you have to show your boarding pass in airport. And mobiles are used in the airport, so it is acceptable. And custom tickets. Many people who are creating the event, they can create custom tickets using mobile applications, and people can buy the tickets using mobile. They are custom tickets. And we have readers like RFID readers. We have seen barcode readers previously, and this is RFID readers. RFID means radio frequency identification readers. Some products have RFID tags, so we can read RFID tags by waves. And these tags are unique for the products. The growth of RFID tags, RFID readers is very less because we have cost constraints and security issues. We have a lot of fraudulent issues with RFID readers because we can scan the RFID tags using smartphones. So we have a lot of security issues with RFID readers. So the growth in retail industry is very less. Biometric readers. Biometric is nothing but your fingerprint data, your face, like your voice data, and so on. Biometric readers will read like biological characteristics. They measure biological characteristics like fingerprints, hand geometry, face, voice, and so on. They can be standalone or built into other piece of hardware. Your mobile devices and other devices are integrated with your mobile devices, where you can unlock your phone using face recognition softwares. Biometric readers are used to read your face, to read your voice, and so on. And also they can be standalone. Other types of readers are optical mark readers, and we have optical character readers. Optical mark readers are used to read your scores, exams, and so on. And optical character readers are used for reading in your invoices and bills. When you go to the grocery store, they will read your bill using optical character readers. And magnetic ink character recognition readers are used to read your checks in your bank account information in your checks. And we have input devices like digital cameras. Digital cameras will record the images, and it will take the images and it will record in flash memory cards, hard drives, and so on. Digital still cameras are used to record still photos. Digital video cameras are used to record video images. And we have digital camcorders. If you see, you can see the picture. PC video cameras and so on. And other input devices like microphones and headsets. We often use headsets and microphones to talk over phone, and it is used for voice input. It will take our voice input, microphones and headsets. And MIDI keyboards, they are used to input original music. You can record music using keyboard and guitar controllers. And we have adaptive input devices. Adaptive input devices are used which are designed for users with physical disabilities, as they cannot use touch screens and other input devices. So adaptive input devices are designed specifically for users with physical disabilities. And ergonomic hardware. These are designed to lessen physical effects of computer use. And let's go through the quick recap. We have input devices. We are talking about input devices. Input devices are nothing but the devices which perform input operation. And we talked about keyboard. Keyboard is nothing but an input device which when we type data into the computer using keyboard. And we have seen the operations in the keyboard, and we have seen the pointing devices, mouse, pens and touch screens, and we have seen optical mice where mouse is placed in a flat surface and we track the movement of the cursor using the movement of the light in the mouse. And pens and styluses, these are used to write electronically on the display screen. Touch screens are used to touch the screen to give input. And scanners, readers and digital cameras, we have seen flatbed scanners and portable barcode scanners. Readers, we have seen the readers, barcode readers and biometric readers, RFID readers. And we have seen about digital cameras. Let us do a quick quiz. An optical mouse is dash. The same as a wireless mouse, a mouse that tracks movements with light instead of ball, a mouse that contains a scroll wheel on the top. When we discussed about optical mouse, we said it tracks the cursor movement with the light. So the correct answer is B. True or false question. Flatbed scanners are used to read biometric data such as fingerprints, hand geometry, veins and irises. It is false. Biometric readers are used to read biometric data. Flatbed scanners are used to read documents, your books, your textbooks, and so it is false. Dash input devices are designed for users with disabilities. And we discussed about adaptive input devices. They are specifically designed for the users with disabilities. These are the answers. This is for today. Thank you.